Strand Original 14 pounds. So this one just all of you know, right off the bag, it feels real nice and smooth and soft. So I'm gonna try to rig this bad boy up. So first things first, you got to make sure you know what direction your wind is. You don't want to make the mistake of winding, you know, lining this whole thing, and then you end up having to redo it because you did it backwards. So I always like to do it, you know, I measured it here, so the way I'm winding it is I got to rig it going counterclockwise. So first things first is you want to make a nice little knot here. That way you have a good tie down point. Sorry. Here we go. So we got that nice and snug now. So I got the tension build up here, so now I got to start winding this bad boy downward. So I'm going to be doing this for a while now, so bear with me. Getting all tangled up on my feet. Alright, well, I don't want to keep y'all bored, so I'm going to finish this up, and once I get the reel on, or the spool on, I'll show you how to assemble it. Alright, so I got enough spool that I needed on here. So this one's a pretty easy rig up. It's, you know, nothing too crazy. Pretty much, you know, you screw this top portion on, which has all the mechanism in it. I'm going to make sure that gets tied on nice and tight. Alright, until it doesn't go anymore. Sweet. So essentially, when you pull that, you know, you click the button, everything goes away, and then you lock it. You want to make sure it catches on that right there. You want to make sure it catches right there. I don't know if you can see, but sorry, my focus is kind of bad right now, but catch it on that thing right there. So then when it catches, it will start pulling it. You gotta kind of manually do it because I don't have the top right now, but right there. It will catch it and essentially pull it. So what we need to do is line it through the top cap, which is this top piece right here. And again, this is a really easy setup here. Some of the more difficult ones obviously require a little bit more, but this one's pretty simple. So you want to make sure it gets caught on there before you start tying it down. You screw the top on. And bam, just like that. Good way to test it. You have your bait alert right there. See how when I pull it, give it some tension and it spools right in. Now we're gonna test it out. You know, it's nice and locked, so I locked that up. So now to connect it to here, it's got a little plastic setup right there where that slides into place. I don't know if you can see it, but so that basically slides into place there, and it puts it right on the top. So let's bring that up, slide that bad boy right into place there, and then the top portion here goes down and it'll start screwing onto here. To keep that in place. So there you have it. There's that. It's got the new line, new setup. It's not too bad. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad. It's nighttime right now, but and there you have it. It's pretty simple with these push ones. A lot of people, if you don't know what these are, it's a real quick release. You just push the button. When you're about to throw it, you just let go, and then when you click it, and then you start winding it, and it has a bait alert right here. So, you know, if you could set it down so your rod doesn't go flying into the lake, click the bait alert. That way if you leave it and something does bite it, it will start notifying you. And then you click it and it'll start winding it back in. So, pretty simple setup. This one is a Rhino, and it is, I don't know if you can read it, but Rhino Indestructible Glow Tip. It's a really nice one. It's got reinforced graphite core, and it's got the nice little glow tip at the end. So if you're fishing at night, just light that bad boy up with the flashlight and let it do the rest. So it's a pretty nice rig. I really like this one. It's very lightweight. You know, good handling, and it's got a nice little wiggle tip. You can kind of see that. Anyways, but that's that. So I'm going to take this bad boy out and see if we can't catch anything pretty good. Thanks, guys. So we're going to try out the new wire, just kind of feel the weight on it. You know, like I just showed you guys, I just put the brand new spool of line in there. Again, it's the Stren Original monofilament, 14 pound. It's got 330 yards of it, so it's quite a bit. You know, I'll probably rig up my other one. It's got standard of dependability since 1958. But yeah, this stuff's pretty good. So I just tied on one of my bass lures. It's a pretty funny looking thing. It's a little dancing hula frog. It attracts nice, you know, it attracts a lot of bass and other you know, carnivore fish, catfish, things like that. So essentially when you throw it and pull it through the water, you know, starts dancing. And I got a little glow stick on there too at night, so that way it kind of attracts them a little more. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic. I just kind of wanted to feel it out. You know, nice and smooth. Obviously it doesn't have any weight on it right now, but you know, I would essentially put some weight on it. This isn't really a good place to be doing this, but I just wanted to try it out here for you. Not too shabby. Ooh. There we go. Now that it's kind of getting some, ooh, got it caught on something. That's not good. The wife won't be too happy with that. But anyways, it's pretty sharp. It's got, this one's pretty nice because it's got the double hook got the double hooks on the back side, so when they bite onto it, it can, you know, catch them a little easier. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice and smooth too, I like that. So again, that line is it's really good to use. I like it. It feels nice and smooth. What I do need to do is get a better spool on this thing, because I've noticed after so many years of doing it, it's kind of gotten beat up, and you know, it could probably use a different one, a new one, just so it's nice and smooth. It kind of, you can feel where it kind of gets cut up on certain things, but yeah, it feels pretty good. Not too bad. Got a nice little wind. It feels nice and sturdy, so I think it'll be a good one for, you know, fishing. So we'll try her out. We'll take her out to the waters and see how she does. But today I just wanted to show you guys how to spool it, in case you don't know how. No, come here. Essentially, you just want to kind of, once you feel it on the ground of the waters, just kind of let it come back out to you. And then if you want to make it dance, you know, you can fling it into the water. And I wish I had a nice little pull to show you guys, but you know, just kind of bob it on the floor, get their attention, make it jump a little, and then eventually they'll find it. Let's see how far, if I can throw it all the way to the door over there. Oh yeah, yeah, this thing's got, and I'm barely even flicking my wrist, so how that song goes. Look at the flick of the wrist. But yeah.